Alright, fucking hell, guys. We go to Banlist. Not that long after, the last one came into effect, which is kind of annoying. Like, maybe this Banlist is like, hey, we kind of fucked up with the last one. Let's do a little bit more. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Or, you know, maybe they just never want the meta to settle, you know, how about that? But they also have a skill rebalancing here, it seems like, so maybe something's going to be done to Shadows, you know, to make sure that that properly falls off, because, you know, to be honest, like, even though the last Shadow hits did do something relevant, like, it wasn't enough to push Shadows down. You know what I'm saying? The window is still window. Hopefully that, and I don't really need anything else to get hit. I don't really want Speedroids to get hit. I don't really want Utopia to get hit. Should we start with a skill balancing or the card? You know what? No, I'll start with the skills. Okay, Zexal 2. In tandem with a limitation of URAV, the skill will be adjusted as it follows in order to restrict the usage of limit 1 cards in Utopia decks. Alright, strongest Barrion is getting changed. Tuning of the Doom King is getting changed. Okay, guys, so maybe DD's getting a buff. Maybe. Crystal Radiance. Tri-Brigade Trigger is getting a buff. Okay. Good thing I didn't update Tri-Brigade again. Might need to again. Elemental Order MST and Dark Order Book of Moon are getting strengthened. Okay. So the only skill that's getting nerfed here is Utopia. So not Shadows, in other words. So let's see. If your deck contains Utopia Ray Victory, any other changes? Well, I was playing Victory anyway. Let me show you guys a deck list real quick. So as you can see, guys, I already have Victory in my Utopia deck. And yes, I did say in the advanced guide that it was ass. And that's not me saying that it isn't ass. I still think it's kind of ass. But if you want to play around Lava Golem, you're going to summon 2 Utopia Ray Vs and an Antitopian. You're going to rank up the Antitopian into one of your Ray Vs, and then you're going to use your Utopia double to rank up into Utopia Ray Victory. So this way you have 3 numbers on board, so 1 Lava Golem does not turn off your numbers protection. So at least there'll be that's pretty much the play for when you're going first against Utopia. And you'll also have Antitopian engraved, so you know what I mean? Like, having no choice but to play this isn't that big of a deal. Low-key, I don't give a shit about most of the others. Okay, so yeah, the Barrion skill with the Umbral Horror and shit can be used twice. Nice, man. That deck is stronger, I guess. Tuning of the Doom King during all of your turns during this duel. Okay, so I guess you can summon non-DDs on the opponent's turn? Who gives a shit? This isn't even really a change, bro. Oh, bro, you can play Nibiru in a deck that doesn't play Nibiru anyway. What the fuck are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about right now, dude? Unless there's a DDD card that wants to, like, summon something from the opponent that I'm not aware of. Like, DDD does not like playing non-engine cards, bro. And then the last part of this skill change is that now you don't have to set it from your deck. You could also set it from your hand. That only lets you set Witch from hand. That's fine, but that's a minus, my boy. Bro. Dude. Man. Well, at least drawing Witch doesn't hurt so bad anymore. But, like, that doesn't fix what was wrong about this deck, man. You could have gave a legitimate buff, but instead you gave meaningless bullshit. What the hell are we talking about? Okay, so Crystal Beast getting buffed. Okay, during all of your turns. Okay, so the only change here is that you can Nibiru. Tri-Brigade Trigger. Wait. Okay, so Tri-Brigade Trigger can Nibiru now. That's actually okay, because Tri-Brigade is actually kind of okay with playing Nibiru. I might be happy about this one. But does this validate a whole new video? I don't think so. Wow, this is some disappointing shit, bro. Okay, so now you can much more easily search MST or Book of Moon. Alright, that's okay. That's fine. I don't think that these are that big of a deal. Really, the only skill change that actually makes a difference here is Zexal 2 and maybe Tri-Brigade Trigger. The rest of them are almost nothing burgers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because you know how it goes with skill rebalancings, bro. They show you the ones that actually matter, and then they buff a bunch of shit that never ends up doing anything. Most of the time, anyway. Card time. It's time to look at the cards. She and Spy banned. Good shit. Okay. Fucking good. 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 Utopia Ray victory is limited to 1. Okay, it's limited to 1 and we have no choice but to play it. So, guys, we're cooked, man. We're not allowed to play Reinforcement of the Army anymore. There better be different hits if they really want to touch Utopia. If this is all Utopia gets, I'm okay with it. Exceeds change tactics is limited to 1. I think this is probably the main reason they wanted to put victory to 1. So you can't play tactics. Because tactics just is just asking for you to find a new way to FDK with Utopia. She and Spy being banned, that's exactly what I wanted, bro. We got an FDK out of here. FDK is fucking gone. Cool. And every FTK in the future that would have used She and Spy, gone. This is an FDK card, bro. And then Exceeds change tactics prevents any other cards from being exploited. So, you know, problem solved, I guess. Limited 2. Salamander Great Resurgence. Okay, Salamander Great getting a little buffy buff. Will the buffy buff matter? I guess we'll have to see whether Salamander Greats can come back. Cork Shooter limited to 3. Man, bro. Okay, so right now the limited to 3 that I'm playing is Book of Eclipse, and I only play 2 of it. So far this doesn't do anything. So far, unless there's more hits in the deck. Cobalt Sparrow limited to 3. All right. Okay. All right. Making Lyrilusk a little bit better. Okay. Alright. I don't know how to feel about this because I felt pretty safe getting rid of their Cobalt Sparrow knowing that they're not going to be able to have any more of them. Now they do have more of them. Warbler, also limited to 3. Okay, so we're truly getting free right now. Flameville Counter being limited to 3. Yeah, I understand why they hit this, but you know, it was more like a preemptive, hey, this might be a problem, rather than this is actually a problem. You know what I'm saying? No longer on the list. Whoa, no more hits, guys. In other words, they did nothing to speedrun it. They just hit, and they also did nothing to Shadow. That's actually crazy. The thing is, bro, I'm pretty sure Shadow is the only thing worth complaining about this format, man. And they're like, you know what, guys? Let's pretend to hit Utopia. Let's just pretend to hit Speedroids and not even pretend to hit Shadow. That's a crazy ban list. This is a weird way to release an emergency ban list where you didn't actually accomplish anything. But let's look at the unlimits, okay? That could be helpful. Belgrand, all right. Belgrand is free. Understandable, bro. Understandable. Because, like, nobody's summoning this, man. Its negate is almost underwhelming. I'm not saying it's a bad card, okay, guys. Its negate is almost underwhelming because it doesn't remove anything either. A lot of the negates these days are negate and destroy. And to have 2 level 8s and it's just negate, you know? But also making it unaffected. So the cool thing you can technically do with this is that if they use a rank up magic on their Utopia, you can target their Utopia and their Utopia won't be able to rank up. That's kind of cool. What decks are rank 8ing these days? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just Tachyons are probably happy, I guess. Herald is free. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, Herald is free. Herald being free is... bro, are they trying to make me specifically happy? You can play Herald and Crystal Wing in the same deck now, man. Oh my god. No way. No way, man. Oh my god. And Pap is probably going to be happy as fuck about this too. Oh my god. What the shit? Whoa, man. Whoa. Whoa. Finally something impactful. Oh my god. Oh. You guys don't understand how much I'm gonna abuse this. Okay, moving on. Our Eyes Vortex. This makes perfect sense, man. I mean, like, it makes sense for this to be limited 1 on release, because it's like, Omni Negate, bro. Of course it would be. But then, Our Eyes didn't do anything. So they're like, you know what, man, let's let them play other good extra deck cards, you know? Because that is something about Duel Links that I think has been a little bit corny. Guys, we should limit 1 all of the extra deck interruptives so that they can only summon 1 interruption. Why, man? Now, like with synchros, now you can summon more than 1 interruption as a synchro deck. Cool. Like generic interruptions, I mean. Not that you couldn't, but it was a lot of effort. I know that a lot of people are like, oh my god, negates, bro. Negates. This is Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Stopping the opponent and playing through the opponent stopping you is what this game is about, okay? If you are under some illusion that this is a game where your opponent has to let you do what you want, that's not the game, bro. Go play Pokemon, alright? Fright for Patchwork Unlimited. Finally. This card should not have been limited to 3, bro. You know how Fright Fur has never been meta? And now they choose to unlimit it? Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a very powerful card. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a powerful card, but like, come on, bro. Is like the decks that are playing this is it really that big of a deal for them to play Book of Eclipse? Come on. Crackdown Unlimited. Wow. We can actually play Crackdown, Compulse, and IDP in the same deck legally for the first time. Not that you would do that. Not that you would do that. But like, that's crazy. Bro, they're gonna unlimit all of the limit 3 traps, man. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, man. Because people aren't playing traps as much these days. Because why would you play a limit 3 instead of Book of Eclipse? You know? Book of Eclipse is just the best limit 3 we got. Which means the rest of them are effectively non-existent unless they unhit them. Barrel Canary Unlimited. Of course. Of course. Like, if this card stayed limited to 3, then the other 2 being limited to 3 wouldn't make sense. I did read this card, you know, is being changed so that we can have greater deck building flexibility. So I was like, okay, clearly they're gonna unhit Barrel or change Barrel's status. And here's exactly them doing it. Lyrilusk is pretty much back, guys. Man, I mean, everyone kind of has an out to it these days. You know what I mean? So I think it's probably okay. Just don't unhit Predaplants. Don't do that. Liquid Soldier Unlimited. Nah, that's too soon, my boy. That's too fucking soon. Nah, I'm not trying to see heroes. This is not the time to be unhitting heroes, bro. Stop it. Just when we finally get a metagame where people can legitimately set up boards and you want to unhit heroes, fuck off. Get out of here. Tuning Gum Unlimited. Alright, little Resonator buff. That's cool. Resonators might have needed the buff. Stressful. There's still so much more to scroll through. Because of the hero buff, I'm like worried that they're gonna unbuff shit that shouldn't be unbuffed. Oh, okay. There's nothing. It's just Rush Duel. Silver Mountain of Blisstopia is no longer on the list, guys. Anyway, this ban list is garbage. This isn't even really a ban list. This is essentially nothing. Yes, an FTK got hit. That's fine. An FTK got hit, and now people will be going into Utopia Ray Victory, if they weren't already in the mirror match. And you can't cheese shit with Xyz change tactics anymore. So Utopia did not get hit. Speedroids did not get hit. Salamangreat got a little buff. Lyrilusk got a pretty big consistency buff. Battle and Boxers can now use this alongside another limited 1 card. Rank 8 decks can make Felgrand without having to sacrifice another limited 1. Synchro decks can play Herald and other limited 1 synchros. Odd Eyes can now play a different limit 1 card. Fusion decks, generally speaking, like playing Fight for Patchwork. I don't know whether or not this is actually going to be helpful for Fight for itself. But you know, those fusion decks that might want to play a different limited 3 card can do that now. And back row decks got fucking crackdown, dude. Holy shit. And hero decks can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, guys, L ban list. I'm gonna give this, let me be generous. It didn't hit the things that I didn't want hit, but it also didn't hit the things that should have been hit. So I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 on the 6K scale. This ban list it was random as fuck, but still somehow disappointing. I came in expecting nothing and still got disappointed, bro. Like, what the hell? You said we go to ban list, Konami, and then you didn't ban anything. What the fuck? God, bro. And when does this take effect? It takes effect on the 24th. It's the 11th today, so we got 13 days. We got 2 weeks to prepare for this ban list to come into effect. 2 whole weeks, man. 2 whole weeks to wait for something that isn't even really a thing that happens. Man. Bro. Big fucking rip, my boy. Big waste of a video. I pressed the record button for nothing, man. Anyway, guys, if you dislike the ban list, or even if you like the ban list, then like the video. comment your opinions. And hey guys, I'm coming out with a speedroid guide soon. Thankfully, the ban list does not impact that. And have yourselves a good one, guys. I've been Undead from Team 6K, signing out.
Hey, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low-key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. I don't ask them to wait on me. They would ask where they gon' be with a song if they wanted the Weatherman. I ain't asking to pay no fees. She was homeless and needed a spot. I ain't ask her to pay no lease. I ain't ask her to say no please. I ain't ask her to make no cheese. Scream fake, but it ain't on me. Got clean, so it ain't no streets. Why green if it ain't no keeps? Brought cream, so it ain't no beef. My team say it ain't no chief. My demon, they hang on me. They seemingly ain't no peace. I seen him, he ain't no beast. For real, I ask them, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low-key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. Ain't nobody harder in the country. If they claim they in front, then they frontin'. Think about it, they always talking about they bag and they stick, bro, that's literally bumming. Niggas can't even rap on the beat, gotta do hella cussings to know where to come in. Then these niggas go do R&B, but they not even singing, these niggas be humming. Niggas stop with the cap or it's 76ers, cause I'ma have to bring the drum in. When I'm fucking my girl, it's like doing the rain dance. Whether can you come in? You ain't get what I said, or see what I'm doing like Helen Keller when I'm bumping. Should I try to tell you I'm the one and ain't nobody better or youngin'? I ask them, hey, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low-key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. Damn, I ask them, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low-key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, then they leave all the weight on me. Hey.